Why did the largest oil producing nation attack a country with just 1% oil production?
And early today, at my direction, the United States Armed Forces conducted an extraordinary military operation in the capital of Venezuela.
The United States hit Venezuela with a large-scale strike early Saturday and said its president, Nicolas Maduro, had been captured and flown out of the country. Here's what to know. Multiple explosions and low-flying aircraft were seen in Caracas in the early hours of Saturday morning. US President Donald Trump posted on Truth Social that Maduro had been, along with his wife, captured and flown out of the country.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.
On 3rd January 2026, world had a dark day as US attacked Venezuela. What's the reason behind it and what will be its impact on the stock market? Let's discuss in this video. The US is the world's largest oil producing country and at the same time it's also a big importer of crude oil. But the question is why? इसको समझने के लिए बैकग्राउंड में चलते हैं. There are 3 types of crude oil in the world: light, medium and heavy crude oil. You can't use crude oil as it is. You have to refine it. Most of the refineries in the US can only process heavy crude oil, but the US has most of the reserves of light crude oil. So because of this mismatch, the US imports heavy crude oil in a big way. And the interesting thing is that Venezuela has the largest oil reserves in the world and most of them are of heavy crude oil. So at any cost, US needs to import this heavy crude oil. Second reason पे आते हैं. For this, let's go back into the history. Iraq, Iran, Libya, Venezuela. Common क्या है इस सब countries में? सब पे attack हुआ है by the US. All these countries preferred or promoted trading crude oil in currencies other than dollar, which means de-dollarization. The US will not allow this to happen at any cost because dollar का demand कम होगा, which means US weak होगा. Which country could be next on the radar? Let us know in the comments below. Third reason पे आते हैं. Venezuela not only has the largest oil reserves in the world, but they also have huge reserves of important metals like gold, copper, bauxite, and all of them are in high demand right now. Now you have understood the key reasons behind the attack. अब समझते हैं इसका stock market पे क्या impact होगा. Whenever there's a fear in the world, the capital moves towards the safe assets like US dollar and gold, which is bad for the stock market across the world. And for the last 2-3 years, we have seen many wars like Russia, Ukraine, India, Pakistan, Israel, Iran, and many more, which led to uncertainty and fueled the rally of gold, which is considered to be the safe asset. And currently, the key thing to track is the crude oil prices, as it has an inverse correlation with the stock markets. But the good thing is that in the short term, this attack will not have a negative impact on the oil prices, as Venezuela only contributes to 1% of oil production. But in the long term, 2 scenarios can play out from here. Scenario 1. US takes control of oil production of Venezuela and increase the supply in the markets. So it will be good for all oil importing countries. Scenario 2. Oil production gets badly impacted and oil prices rise sharply from here. Scenario plays out. India के लिए काफी negative होगा because we are the net importer of oil. So inflation increase होगा and trade deficit भी increase होगा. So all in all, bad thing for us. So how the crude oil prices moves will decide which scenario will play out. Now let's discuss about the sectors which will be positively and negatively be impacted. So negative जिन sectors पे impact होगा are aviation, tire and paint, because in सबका raw material is crude oil and raw material का price बढ़ेगा, so सब पे negative impact आएगा. Positive impact is only on the one sector, that is defense, because अगर wars बढ़ेंगे, every country wants to protect themselves. To wrap it up, this is not just a geopolitical story. It's a crude oil story, currency story, and a risk sentiment story. For Indian markets, the question is simple. Does crude stay contained or does it move into a new rally? Drop a comment with your call. What do you think of this scenario? At Green Portfolio, our core work is research and portfolio management, And these videos are an extension of our institutional grade research that we apply to our portfolio management. Subscribe if you want more such deep dive videos and share this with someone who wants to understand the markets.